In Austin, I'm Mark Mullins. A third-party contractor worker has died at the Samsung factory in Taylor. Taylor police responded to a call for an unconscious man Wednesday morning. That person was pronounced dead at the scene. Taylor police say officers determined no crime was committed. A spokesperson for Samsung tells KVUE the company is cooperating with authorities as they investigate and that safety is their highest priority. A man now faces a murder charge after a SWAT standoff in East Austin. Austin police say on the night of January 31st, officers responded to reports of an injured man in front of an apartment off of Springdale Road. They found 66-year-old Robert Garcia injured. Initially, the suspect, 38-year-old Raymond Ware, would not surrender, so SWAT officers responded. Police believe Ware violently assaulted Garcia, causing him to have significant head injuries. He died 4 days later. Austin police announced that Ware is now charged with murder. He's been in the Travis County Jail since police initially arrested him. From reporting the news to making the news, a rally to raise awareness and wages. Some local journalists are calling for changes. Union members from 3 news organizations rallied in downtown Austin Wednesday. They want better pay, job security, and safeguards against artificial intelligence in the newsroom. Here's reporter Brianna Perez.
Outside the Texas Tribune office, journalists taking a stand.
It's really unusual for journalists to, be gathering like this, saying chants, but it's important at this critical time in our democracy.
24 union members rally together as guild members negotiate their first contracts with each outlet, pushing for fair wages, layoff protections, and rules to prevent AI from replacing them.
We want to be treated equally. We have lost a lot of good people in the last 10 years because 1, they weren't being paid fairly. 2, there weren't matching benefits.
Nicole Villalpando with the Austin News Guild says they've been in talks with Statesman's owners, Hearst, since it bought the paper last year, and want pay and benefits that allow reporters to live in the communities they serve.
We know what's going on in our city, and we're covering the things that are important.
Villalpando says bargaining is set to resume next Friday. Meanwhile, Cassandra Jaramillo with the ProPublica Guild says they've been negotiating for 3 years, so they hope the community can help them push for progress.
It's a calling to be able to serve our community. And so when you're supporting the workers and journalists who are fighting for their rights, you are supporting good journalism as well.
Guild members say this effort is about more than pay. It's about protecting the work they do and the value of local journalism.
So it's so important that our journalists have their jobs protected so that we can continue to do the public service that we're so committed to doing, but is becoming harder and harder every day in media.
That was Brianna Perez reporting. A spokesperson for ProPublica told us they're committed to reaching a fair and sustainable first contract and are now meeting with union members regularly. It also says its proposals mirror those accepted by the News Guild and other publications. Austin could soon crack down on excessively loud cars and motorcycles. People in West Austin say the noise is more than just a nuisance. They argue it can harm their health by disrupting sleep, and they're concerned about racing and reckless driving. Councilmember Mark Duchin's office helped develop a draft ordinance to combat the problem. His district covers neighborhoods west of Mopac out to Lake Travis. Duchin says the problem is the worst along 2022 and 360. The proposed tougher rules target vehicle noises or vibrations deemed loud or disturbing. That includes excessive revving the engine while moving or standing still. Also excessive acceleration or braking when there's no emergency need. There's no decibel level attached to this proposal right now. Enforcement will be up to the peace officer's discretion.
We looked at Myrtle Beach. We looked at, in some cases, these were small to medium-sized cities, but that had major racing or bike rallies that noise became an acute problem for businesses and communities that live there. And that's really what this is about. It's a quality of life issue.
During last week's Public Safety Committee meeting, several people from Duchin's district showed up to support the plan. One played 2 minutes worth of cell phone videos to council members showing the noise from motorcycles.
Even with sound machines on and your TV on, your family is regularly disturbed by motorcycles and other vehicles with modified exhaust systems. Outdoors, the noise is even more noticeable and intrusive, as you saw in the videos. The problem has persisted for years and continues to worsen.
Violators could face fines of up to $500. APD plans to bring this proposed change to City Council for a vote next month. Austin ISD is responding to an investigation from the Attorney General's office over student protests. District officials say AISD did not support, endorse, sanction, or encourage walkouts protesting immigration enforcement. Earlier this month, AG Ken Paxton requested information from AISD, accusing it of facilitating the protests. KVUE obtained the district's response to the AG. An AISD attorney said the district agrees that the most ideal place for students to be during instructional hours is in school. The attorney went on to say, quote, short of physically restraining students, we cannot stop them from leaving campus. They also say students who walked out face unexcused absences and that students will not face a more severe disciplinary consequence for the walkouts because that would suggest the district is doing so based on the reason for their protest. AISD's attorney also pointed out that similar walkouts happened at districts across the state, but that AISD is the only district the Attorney General has announced it will investigate. The attorney wrote, quote, despite being singled out, we stand firm that we have not engaged in any practice inconsistent with the parameters in which we are permitted to engage with our students, end quote. The battle over what will happen next with the Austin Convention Center isn't over. The Convention Center downtown has already been demolished to make way for a new one, but the Austin United PAC wants voters to be able to decide on the property's future. They were trying to get an item on the May ballot. The city said the PAC did not collect enough signatures, so that PAC sued the city. And on Friday, a judge sided with the city, arguing their process was lawful. Now the PAC says it's appealing to the state Supreme Court in hopes of getting an item on the November ballot. The city tells us they're aware of the filing and will respond if the court requests it. Austin city leaders broke ground on a new pedestrian beacon on North Lamar Boulevard. It'll be near the North Austin Muslim Community Center, where Imam Islam Masad was hit and killed by a car last year. He was a faith leader there. And those in the Muslim community say this beacon honors his memory.
He was a person who was willing to serve anyone. He was a person that people felt safe around. This will be a reminder for all of us of the great work that he did in his life.
The beacon will give pedestrians a safer crossing on one of Austin's busiest corridors and is part of the city's Vision Zero plan to eliminate traffic deaths. Officials say the technology can reduce pedestrian crashes by more than 69%. Those are the headlines in Austin. I'm Mark Mullins.